Morning and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. How are you today? Sunday evening, and today happens to be Mother's Day in Spain. And well, I thought that since Mother's Day here is next Sunday, we should do a couple of cards for Mother's Day in case you don't have one ready. Alright, so let me make sure that everything's fine. I can see your comments and I can say hi if you hop in. And yeah, so Mother's Day. I think there's so many different styles of mom, right? And my mom is more classic but with a fun twist, and some other moms are more trendy and edgy and traditional. So I thought, why not give you a couple of cards that we can make. So this, of course, is my card for a edgy mom, you know, and it features the what is the name of the, let me just grab it because I have it all ready this time. Legendary Ride bundle, and it comes with the dies to make this beautiful motorbike. Isn't it cool? And if you had the paper, the DSP that goes with it, the designer series paper, it was really cool because it had some elements like this. One of the sheets was little elements that you could put on your cards, and then it has the beautiful roses, kind of like a tattoo roses, it looks to me like. But then I thought, well, not everybody is gonna have the DSP. Hi, Sandy. Thank you for staying up late. It's early to me, but I understand. That's my own thing. Okay, I think I'm a little crooked. Sorry. Let me adjust this. All right. I think this is better, right? Anyway, let's talk about the suite. As I said, it came with the DSP that was really cool, but if you don't have it, I also use here this metallic red that was for Christmas, and it's also retired. So I was like, why am I showing you things that are retired? So what I thought that we could do today is something similar to this in the same spirit but with current material. So let's start with that. But before that, I just want to give you a preview of the more traditional, simple, minimalist Mother's Day. And there's so many possibilities with our stamp sets we have and our suites. We have a little bit of everything, something for everybody, right? But I think that a simple, elegant card always has a room. You know, it's always a crowd pleaser. So I thought this uses all, well, I'll show you later what it uses. But anyway, let's start with the trendier mom, and let's see if we can make it happen with current materials. Because yes, as I said, the Legendary Ride bundle is still in the new catalog. It carried over, but some other things are not. So anyway, so I used the rose gold specialty paper to cut the bike, parts of the bike. So like the metal part of the bike, and well, I don't know, the other parts is also metal, but anyway, like the motor, I cut in gray, and I don't know if I want to use the lighter gray, probably the lighter gray rather than the darker gray. This is a smoky slate and this is basic gray, I think. And so let's use the lighter one because it will give you contrast. But anyway, before we start with that, let me show you what I'm envisioning for that. So if you don't have this very cool paper that came, this very cool paper that came with the DSP that came with the suite, of course almost always double-sided, I thought, well, we can make something similar with Petal Park. So I used Petal Park over basic gray, and I heat emboss it in black using Versamarking. And it kind of gets like the same vibe, kind of, you know, like this a little cooler, edgier. I understand it's not exactly the same, but I thought it would work out. So let's try it, okay? And I'm using a basic black card base. It's your usual measurements, 8.5 by 5. No, 8.5 by 5 scored in half, so it's 4.25 by 5.5. Okay, and we are gonna use this, and as I said, instead of the metallic red, we're gonna use the rose gold specialty paper. I think this is it, because it was loose in my stash, but I think I got the wrong one and the right one, so forgive me if it's not, but the rose gold paper will work. Okay, so let's attach this here, and then this will be your main layers, like that. So I'm gonna attach this very quickly so we don't suffer with the reflection, because that's what happens with the when I have the flash on. And my order has not arrived, so I run out of stamping seal plus, so I'm using the old snail. I like stamping seal better, and especially the plus. Maybe put it in the middle a little bit. I like to use the liquid glue because of the wiggle room, but I find that for specialty paper, that these kind of shiny papers that don't have, they're not as porous as the other ones, you better use something like that, because it will slip too much with the liquid glue. Alright, here's our second layer in the basic gray with the heat embossed flowers. And I save you the pain of seeing me heat emboss these flowers. It was a mess yesterday, not because it's a mess, it's just like I just, you know, dropped my black powder all over the place, so I had to vacuum everything. So I'm glad I was not live when that happened. Anyway, so instead of having this element here that came with it, I thought, like, well, we can add like kind of a cool tag. And I'm using the let me find the tags, the tailor-made tag dies, which are really cool and very useful. And in the same basic gray, I cut the largest tag, one of the largest tags, because there's the two styles, the more ornate style, but I wanted a little edgier, like this one, like this one here, so I used this one. I cut the basic gray like our car base, but I embossed it with, this comes also in the bundle, and I think it's still available, not as a bundle or as a suite anymore, but this is the Metal Plate 3D embossing folder. I think it's still in our annual catalog, so I embossed this, and it gives you this cool, really 3D texture. So it kind of looks like another color almost because of the texture, right? I love the 3D embossing folders. I really do. Anyway, so for decorating this, I thought that we could use some of the Petal Park flowers, but you still want it edgy. So I said, what else can we put there? So I found that a couple of ranges here. And if I can pick it up, maybe I should use my take your pick tool to pick them up. That will help. There we go. See how easy it is when you have the right tool. Hi, Danette. How are you? So anyway, so I thought we can put the two ranges here like that, cross like that, and a couple of flowers. And not too much more because the bike is going to cover the back part here. Okay? So let's do that. And I'm going to give a little bit of shape to these flowers. I'm going to put them in with dimensionals, even though the label will be in dimensionals. So well, let me put the label first with dimensionals like I want it. Well, not because I want to put the, okay, never mind. Creative thought in process here. I'll attach it later because we want to put a little ribbon and I don't have anything ready. Well, I don't know. I don't know if the new ribbon is gonna fit through this little hole, but anyway. We'll cross that bridge in a little bit. So let's put this in dimensionals, tiny dimensionals. These are my big dimensionals and I want my small dimensionals. And I think if we put them here in the head of the wrench, it should not be visible. It is a little visible, so we may have to cut them in half or put them properly. Okay, properly works. All right, just have to be really nicely centered. Take the backing off. Sorry, I was off camera, but I was just taking the backing off. And I'm gonna put this like around here. Yeah, you still see a little bit of, there we go. I hit it. I hate when the dimensional is seen on the other side. And Sandy, I know you use the black dimensionals, but I don't know, do they come in little, in the mini? The black ones? I'm not sure. Because at least if it's seen, it's a little bit more disguised. I don't want it exactly to be like a crossbones kind of thing, so I'm just gonna go for something like that. And we're gonna put this in dimensionals, bigger dimensionals. Let me grab another one. Like that. All right. And then I'm gonna put the bike first, or on the bike first, and then we'll decide if we wanna put another flower down here or not, if there's room. Okay? So let's move to the side and let's construct our bike, which is like the most time consuming thing. You have to actually, and I don't know if I did it realistically, but that's how I like it. Didn't I? Oh, I think I forgot to do the seat, but that's okay. We'll live without the seat. The seat is supposed to be in black too. Either it's here or I forgot to cut it, which could be. All right, so let me show you what I mean. This is all the pieces. Oh, maybe it's here. No, it's not. Okay. All the pieces to mount the bike, and then you have to cut around some of these stems, like the big bike, the small bike has its own die. The flames are really, really cool, and I have them here, and they have their own die, but you also can cut the flames, the thinner flames with these. But I'm not going to use the flames today, but they're really cool. I like them. So you can put this in a different color. This is to cover the wheel. I don't know the parts. I don't know mechanics. Hi, Abby. Thank you. Oh, you're just, you're fine because we're not very far. Thank you for joining. So I was just talking about all the parts, and it takes you a while to figure out where the parts go. I guess if I was more into mechanics, I would know better, but I'm not, so I'm kind of winging it as usual. So this is the pneumatics, and this is like the metal part of the wheel. So this is what I think it goes. And as I said, the only thing I'm missing is the seat, but the seat can be in gray because it's here. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe in the darker one shows better. You see, the seat is these two parts, and you have a die actually to put it in black like I did in here, right? But I didn't cut it, so we're gonna live with that. I can cut it later and add it later, but I'm not gonna go to my stamp and emboss machine. So one way to go around it when it has such little thin pieces is just to put a little bit of glue in your silicone mat. At least that's how I do it. Then I get my tweezers, which are actually remarkably clean today. Ah, look at that. And then I'm just putting a little bit of glue in the parts that are gonna be attached, but just very gently, because you don't want anything spilling, especially because I'm using the specialty paper that, as I said, is less porous, so it's slippery, takes longer to dry, and then you have to put it, you know, so there, you know, to follow the shapes. As I said, it's harder to see in the video here, but if you see here, this other one, this follows the shape here. So if you put it like that, it kind of goes. And I guess it didn't take my glue. So another thing you can do is get a little bit of scrap paper or cardstock and just slip it in underneath, because it just needs just a little bit. And you don't want any excess coming out. And just give it a press. See, there's a little bit of excess coming out, but thankfully I'm using my mat. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the side. We don't want accidents. Let's see, what other parts do we need? Okay, let's do the wheels. And so we have the radiuses, or whatever they're called, and the pneumatic. And they have a right and a wrong place. The right place has like a little bit of a pneumatic embossing in them, which is kind of cool. And the other side, just like the other side, are just I'm not showing it right? Okay, now you can see the embossing. Yes, they're very detailed dies, but I like them. It's like making a puzzle, and I love jigsaw puzzles. I don't have them at home because I don't have the room. But anyway, so then you just put it like so, and here's a wheel. Isn't it cool? Okay, let's do the other one. Got another pneumatic, looking for the right part. Just a little bit of glue here and there. So that it gets tacky. That's all you need. There. And that's our other wheel. Now I have to remember how to put this one. I think it's just that. This goes like that. So it needs a little bit of, maybe I'll do a glue dot for this. So, because there's not that much that's gonna be seen. And I'll get my take your pick tool for the glue dot. And I just put the glue dot right here in the exhaust, making sure that it's not seen, and making sure that the splash area for the wheel goes in the right place. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. Maybe let's see how this goes first, and then we decide where we're gonna put the glue. Right, I think it goes like that. So I think I can put glue behind this, just liquid glue this time. Actually, let's do it with this one. Just a tiny bit, and I'm gonna take the excess like that. I don't know if I put enough. Let's see. Maybe we need a little bit more. Where's my little handy cardstock? Just put a little bit underneath there. And we'll give it a few seconds so it gets stucky. So this is our bike. Isn't it cool? I like it. Maybe I should have used this one because it's more like you can see when it's darker, but I don't think it would stand out so much over the cardstock then. So and I'll do the seats later because I forgot to do it. The seat is easy, just goes there and that's it. All right, so let me put this aside to avoid accidents, and let's keep mounting our card. So now we're almost done. This was the hard part, and it's not that hard, right? Hi, Kate. Yeah, I like these dies for edgy moms. It wouldn't be my mom, but my mom got today a card that I showcased a couple of weeks ago when I was doing the alternatives for the paper pumpkin of last month with the plants, the year of growth. And I gave her one of the pop-up ones, and she loved it today. So she's more into flowers and plants than motorcycles. But I think this could be a very cool way. So actually, now is the time where maybe we should, maybe I put this a little farther up. And let's try to put the ribbon. I only have this ribbon here, and I think it may be too thick. This is the new, by the way, I didn't say, I use these flowers from the Moody Mauve, which is one of the new in colors, and I hit emboss them like I did this one, and it comes with this really cool punch. And this actually is not a new project, but you can cut the 3 flowers at once because the stamp gives you that possibility. Right, let me show it all. I had it already and I'm not showing it. So this is the stamp. I stamped it, hit emboss it in black, and then you cut the 3 of them at the same time. And then you get like the little 3 flowers. Pretty cool, right? You don't have to hit emboss. You can just stamp in black if you want, but I thought it would give a little bit more shine. So let's see. Oh, and the other thing I hit emboss was the message. In here, I use "You Are Legendary," but the set comes with that "You're the coolest," but it's like, why is that the coolest? I mean, your mom can be the coolest too. So I just put a post-it note over the message, the dot, did Versamark with this, and then I stamped it on the rose gold one. And then I put embossing powder and I melted the embossing powder. So now you're the coolest. So it could be for mom too. And we're gonna put these 2 together. And I don't know if I like the ribbon, which is this, but I don't like it with this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Wow, Abby, 300 miles on a bike. I've never been. I mean, I've ridden on a bike for 4 minutes or so, and in a little motorbike around the city just to say that I did it. But I've never been a bike girl myself. I like the look of these things. Okay, I got my. Oh, look, I took the backing of the dimensionals and I got the ribbon over it. I think this is gonna be too thick for this, but we can try. See if they go in. or if not, we'll just use oh, it goes in. Yeah, like that. Okay, let's use that then, since it's in, right? Otherwise, I was just gonna use a little bit of a, how you call it now? Oh my God, my words are going, like one of these threads, linen thread, that's what it's called. And I'm gonna do another kind of knot in this one, because this one, I did the more, where you put the loop and in the knot, but I think for this one, I'm gonna do that, just that. It's a little thick. And I think we'll have room to put another flower, or it's gonna look a little empty. So I'm gonna cut it with my ribbon scissors, special scissors, so they always cut nicely on an angle, because it looks better. And as I said, this is the new in color Moody Mauve, and all the new in colors come with a ribbon, and this ribbon is called textured ribbon, and it's a little thick, but it's a good ribbon. So that will be our ribbon or tag that we can attach now with dimensionals. 1, 2. So Abby, do you still ride in bikes? And I'm gonna put one in the middle. There we go. Take the backings off. I just vacuum, as I said, because of the mess that I made yesterday with embossing powder. So I don't want any of the backings of my dimensionals on my floor today. Just like that. Let's see where the bike will go now. I think that I'm gonna remove this because I don't want it over the, okay, I'm gonna put it farther down outside the label. There we go. And see what I told you about the, okay, about the specialty paper. Sometimes it's harder. They don't attach so well, so that's why I usually don't like to use liquid glue when with this shiny specialty paper. But we kind of gotta, because here you cannot use anything else. There you go. Sorted. And I think we can put yet another flower here. So let's do that. One of the little ones. Or maybe here. Here, there. What do you think, guys? Maybe I won't put this one in dimension. I'll put this one in a glue, with a glue dot. My instinct tells me this, but I see this is farther. Well, let's go with my instinct. All right, so it's kind of like the same idea, see? But with all products that we still are using. So, oh no, we're not done yet. We need embellishments, and this week came with these, and these are still available. They're called adhesive back studs. As I said, there's no suite anymore, but you can still get most of the stuff. I think the only thing you cannot get is the paper. So let's put some cool things here. And we're gonna put this on the flowers, the black thingies. And then we're gonna put a couple of these silver ones. Maybe these long ones. How about that? Oops. All right, I lost one. They're very sticky. That's a good thing. No, I don't like the long ones. Okay, never mind. Let's go back to the round ones. And the one that's on my finger. All right. Oh, candy. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna throw this away. Then I get more putty coming out. It's a little dry, I think. There we go. Another one there. And a third one over here. No, a little bit farther down. All right, never mind. All right, there. How do you like it for an edgy mom? I think it came out pretty nice. And moms can be the coolest, as I said. All right, so let's move. Hi, Naomi. How are you? Thank you for joining. We're making Mother's Day card. This is for a edgy mom. And now we're going to move to a more traditional mom, more romantic or minimalist. We're going to make this little card. You can make it in any color and with any embossing folder, but I think that our embossing folders are so nice, many of them, that, you know, sometimes that's all you need. And this is what this card is pretty much. Just like, let the embossing folder shine. And I'm using for this one, the embossing folder in Countryside Blossoms, which is the one that comes with the Countryside Inn suite, which I love the paper and blue, but I've been using so much blue that I said, like, no, today for mom we're gonna use Moody Mauve, a little dusty pink that is very elegant too, I think. Okay, so I've already embossed this, so you don't have to see me using the Stamp and Emboss machine and moving the table around. So you can choose if you want it up or down, because this has like some flowers here, but it's like there's no wrong way. It's just, you know, I think the flowers are pointing up here, but anyway. And we're gonna use a card base white, the thick one, the thick cardstock goes better. And then we're gonna use the Muddy Mauve, okay? And of course we're gonna use these flowers. These are from the Dainty Delight dies. I love those dies. I have them right here to show you. Dainty Delight comes with all full of flowers and leaves and everything. You can just go crazy with it, but I didn't want to go crazy because I wanted a simple, minimalist, elegant Mother's Day card, more traditional. So I just used these leaves, and the label comes from Scallop Contours, which is still available in our annual catalog. I love these dies. They have so many nesting scallop tags and rectangles that they're very useful. And the message, hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day, comes from the welcoming windows, which happens to be right now in clearance for, I think, $13 or $15. I love that set too. So, and it has a Mother's Day. If you have another Mother's Day sentiment, there's several of our stamp sets have that sentiment, if you want to say that. But you can also do, and I was thinking, it's like we could do that as well. Dainty Delight has a Celebrate You, which I think is very, very, glue here, sorry. It's very appropriate as well for a Mother's Day card. You know, you don't have to be in your face, Happy Mother's Day, in your card. Because you're going to tell mom that in person anyway. Well, at least I do. All right, so let's start putting this together. All right. Clear space, make room in my little TV tray. All right, this trusty Tombow liquid glue with a moody mauve. I'm getting used to the new colors. There's so many because it's not only the 5 ink colors that are new, but we did the color refresh, so there's like returning colors. Some of them are returning from that I didn't know because Candy, what are you doing? This is all right. Some of them are returning. I didn't have the pleasure because I hadn't joined Stampin' Up when they retired yet, so they're new to me. And then there's like new for everybody on top on our permanent collection. So we have like Bubble Bath and Lemon Lolly and very cute colors. Looking for Azure Afternoon. So we're mounting. Okay, I did the wrong thing. Never mind me. Because I need room for my. Sorry. I need to attach this first so I can put my ribbon around it and then attach it to the card base. All right. Nobody saw that. It was cut on time. That's the important part. If not, it doesn't matter because it's just white cardstock. I can cut more. That's the spirit. Now it doesn't get attached to here. Maybe I should use my... No, I'm not going to use it because I'm going to make another mistake. Okay, let's put this on the side. And let's stamp our sentiment. And as I said, I'm using Moody Mauve, but you can use just any color. And if you have the ribbon, the matching ribbon, that's all you need. So you can, like I think, for this time, for this type of card, you know, that is only 2 colors, the white with a pop of color. So it's good that the pop of color is all the same pop of color. So my sentiment from Welcoming Windows. There we go. I could have done it in boho blue, but as I said, I've been using boho blue so much that I wanted to do a little something different. And like a nice green, like this is the Lost Lagoon, another new color. I was gonna do it in this one, but I don't have a ribbon for this one. So I don't know if we have one ribbon in the... I have to explore. I don't know the catalog so well because it just came out this week. So I have to study it a little bit more. Let's put the ribbon first. I can see that I'm going to use these ribbons a lot because I've already been using it a while. So I don't need it to go all the way around because it's a thick ribbon and you don't want to waste it if it's not going to be seen, right? So what I do, my new thing now is that to attach the ribbon in the back, I use a little bit of turn tape. Oh, okay, I should put the one that I just cut, not the other one. Turn tape like this. Then I twist it around. I put it a little bit too low, so I'm gonna move it farther up. There. Like so, I make sure that it's straight, right? The design helps me know that I'm straight. And I'm gonna put another piece of Edgier over there. Okay, I'll put some more on top of it. Doesn't matter because I'm gonna tape it down anyway. Not tape it down, but glue it down. Take your pick tool to take the backing of this. Very, very useful. I'll just put a little piece just because. A little bit more tear and tape here. As I said, doesn't need it, but it doesn't hurt. Tear and tape is our double-sided adhesive strip, and it's really sticky. So what kind of moms do you have? Or did you have? What kind of cars would she like? Or what kind of moms do you have in your life? Because my friend actually came yesterday to make a card for a first-time mom. And so you can also give cards to other moms that are not yours. There, I'm re-gluing this. And I'm gonna make sure, let's see if I can reuse this paper or she just use another one. I think I can reuse it. All right. I think I can reuse it. Now it's tacky, so it's less, you cannot wiggle it so much. All right. Perfect. I think. All right, now for this, I think I cut the bottom a little bit. And when I cut the bottom of this, I cut in a way that I can use the rest for other projects. So I don't just go like this. I try to kind of follow the pattern. So let me use my paper scissors. These are my ribbon scissors, only for ribbon. And I'm gonna cut over here, as I said, like maybe until here. So here I can just then clean these two, like so. And you can use them in another project like that. And then we can put this. I don't know if you see, but this has some leaves here already. So what I'm doing is kind of like making the same kind of twist or curve. This is not as center as the other one, the embossing, but I think it looks fine anyway. All right, so little bits of glue here. I'm gonna grab my, just very little, like this. We don't want spillage. And not all of them need it, you know, so yeah, something like that. Let's see. There. I think this is what I like it. And then we have our little flower. If I can find it or not. Oh my God, I have everything ready and then, oh, here it is. It's still in the envelope. I have these handy envelopes where I put all the pieces for the project. And I'm trying to get organized. This is also from the Dainty Delight, and I'm gonna actually go like this a little bit so they lift up. And I'm gonna put a glue dot behind this. And then I'm gonna put it, see how there's a little hole here? I don't like it. That's how it is, but well, it's not that I don't like it, but you know, I don't like it as much. So we're almost done, people. We're gonna attach this here with 4 little dimensionals because we don't want to put the dimensional on the ribbon. So I just put dimensionals in the corner, and my ribbon will go right in the center of this. All right, backing soft. And that's it. And then a little bit more ribbon to make a full bow, which is like just a knot. Where did I leave my ribbon? Oh, right here. Hi, Deborah, how are you? Thank you. Glad you like it. You'll see the other one. The other one is for the edgy mom. It's a little bit more I don't know how you call it, edgy, I guess. Okay, you have to be careful with the ribbon. I love it. It has very nice texture, but when you pull it, it tends to fray a little bit. So I like to do it bigger than I need, and then trim the edges, because see, if I pull from here, see what happens? And then it doesn't look, well, look, and it makes a mess. So we're just gonna cut my ribbon scissors. Cut it in an angle. And then, because I've already pulled, I have a new cut, a clean cut with no fraying. Alright, and then for the last touch, we're gonna put a little of the ink color dots, and of course I'm gonna use the matching one because I want my card to be in just the 2 colors. I ran out of the middle ones, but I'm gonna use a big one. Actually, the big one looks better. Look at that. I didn't put it very straight, but let's see if I can adjust it, because I'm a perfectionist, you know me, or try to be. Okay, it doesn't let me. Let's not fight it. And then, of course, for the inside, it's a white one, so you don't need to put white paper, but because you can write here. But with a Moody Mauve and this stamp set from Dainty Delight, we're just gonna put these flowers here, and I'll do the same on my envelope, which I'm gonna do right now because I happen to have envelopes right here. And that's it. These are my 2 cards for the night. Let's bring them up again. And of course you can, you know, there's so many things. If your mom is more into animals, we have a lot of animal things. We have more nature oriented ones. We have the outdoorsy one. I wanted to make the outdoorsy card as well, but I thought I don't want to have you here for over an hour. And where's my other card here? Okay. So this is my card for the cool mom that says you're the coolest. And this is a card for the more traditional classic mom or romantic. And this is my original card for the edgy mom, but using products that are retired. So I just wanted to show you what the inspiration was. Anyway, so no matter what card you make, I hope that your mom or mom's friends like them, and we'll see what we do next week. Have fun. Thank you for the hearts. That's so cute. And I'll see you all next week. Thank you for joining. Bye.